Hey guys, Adam Metzker here. Today, I think I just want to open my heart and just kind of share what's going on in my life. And maybe you can learn something from that. Maybe you can't. But either way, I really appreciate you listening and taking the time to invest in yourself and bettering your situation by listening to some lessons, some conclusions, some tips from other people. I had the fortunate opportunity to have quite a few mentors in my life, and they all really helped me, and they still help me. And so, if I can be any type of mentor to you, that would be a great honor for me. The last year, I've been trying to sell property here in Des Moines, Iowa, and to be honest with you, it has not been going well at all. The real estate market is in a big downturn. That's how I see it. That's the situation. Now I can sit and cry about it all day, and I can blame other people. I can blame the market. I can blame the interest rates. I can blame all sorts of different things. But I choose not to. I choose to analyze what it is that's going on and see what it is that I need to do different in order to get to the same results or to the achievements that I set forth. So yeah, we've been trying to sell properties this year and it hasn't been working out. Now, it could be that it's because I have them priced too high. And I think that could be the case. I've owned these properties for many years, and I don't really want to leave money on the table. And I'm still stuck with the prices of 2 years ago. And I'm trying to sell it today for the price of 2 years ago, but today it's not selling for that price, which means the market's going down. And if you really look out there right now, it's a buyer's market. And so if you are looking to buy real estate, now is the time to do it. And one of the things that I'm thinking of doing is instead of going into selling mode, going into buying mode, because it is a buyer's market. And so I really implore you to go out there, start looking for deals, start making offers, because this is your time to get into real estate. Real estate you buy when it's going up and when it's going down. If you're a real estate guy, if you're a real professional, it doesn't matter what the market is doing. You have to keep taking action. And so what I think is going to happen is I'm going to start buying real estate again. And tomorrow I'm actually going to a seminar, and I'm very excited for that seminar. I've been to that same seminar about 9 years ago. It's called What Box by Bill Cook. I highly recommend you check him out. He has a website, billandkimcook.com. They're a great couple. They live in Florida, and they teach real estate like no one else. And so tomorrow we're going to go to that seminar. I'm taking William with me, and I'm very excited to be there and learn new tricks and new methods that are more, how do you say it, are more like good for these days, that we can use and utilize these days, basically. And so that's really exciting for me. So I wanted to share that. When times are hard, and the times are hard right now financially, it's time to take action. It's not time to freeze. It's not time to go under the cover and not get out of the covers. I just got to go out there, And there's some other things that are happening in my personal life, which I'm kind of hesitant to share on camera because, it's personal, so I won't. But I'll be happy to share later on, as the stories become history and I've learned from them, maybe I could share something that would help you. But for now, since I'm right in the middle of it, I think I'm just going to keep my mouth quiet about that. I've been running a business, my own business, for 14 years now. And It's not the easiest thing in life. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it. You know, they say it takes 5 years. If you're in business for 5 years, then chances are you'll succeed. Most businesses fail after 3 years. So the threshold is 5 years. That's kind of the statistic. So if you're starting a business and it's hard for you, keep going. If it's something that you can keep working on and just you just gotta kind of like be with yourself and really make the decision that you're not giving up. Because when you have your own business, you can't give up. There's no such thing as giving up. And failure, let's talk about failure. That's kind of my favorite subject these days. Failure is a blessing. Failure is something that has to be part of your day to day. And it's not something that you need to be afraid of. It's not something you need to be shy about. It's not something you need to think like it can't happen or that it's not okay. It is okay. And the problem is that we were programmed from school and our parents, most parents, but mainly school, that you're not allowed to fail. You have to have 100, you have to have A's, you can't have B's or whatever. You get a prize for coming in number one, you get a prize for participating or I don't know what. But at the end of the day, school and life are two different things. And now you're probably, if you're listening to this, you're in the school of life. And the school of life will teach you lessons that you don't get in your normal school, you're just their educational system. And so I really want to implore you and to empower you to think about failure as something that's just a step in the way. It's just part of the process. Failure is what's going to really bring you success at the end. And so I deal with failure a lot. And I learn more from my failures than from my successes. And these last, 2 years have been pretty hard. A lot of different changes in the market and changes in my business and my personal life. And so, I just take it as it comes. I'm still very... I believe in what I do. I have my own truth, my own true north. And some people don't see eye to eye, and that's okay. Some people think I'm an asshole, and that's okay also. It is what it is. You can't make everyone happy. That's something you also need to understand. When you're starting your own business and when you're a people pleaser and you're trying to make everyone happy, it's great, but it's just not possible. Some people are going to get hurt along the way. Some people are going to get offended. And it's not what we want. It's not what we set out to do. We set out to do good in the world. Okay? I'm sure you are setting out to do good in the world. But while you do that, some things are going to happen that might affect people in certain ways. And I will also share that about a month ago, I was shamed online by one lady, and it was hard for me. It was really hard for me at the beginning. She was keyboard happy. It's called keyboard happy, when they just go on and just like say something. And it was against my integrity and that I don't have a moral compass and all sorts of things like that. And it took me about a week to recover. But I did, and to tell you that it still doesn't hurt me, yeah, sure it hurts me. To tell you that I don't think about it, obviously I'm talking to you about it, so I think about it. Excuse me. But, it's just, it happens. It just happens. Sometimes people are not going to like you, and sometimes people are not going to agree with how you handle situations. And it's just the way it is. So I think the most important thing, the biggest lesson for me personally in this situation was that I know exactly who I am, and I know what is important for me and who it is that I really need to answer to. It starts with God. It continues with myself. Myself. When I go to bed, when I go to sleep, it's just me. Granted, I have my beautiful wife next to me and my kids in the house, but it's just me with my thoughts, with my prayers, with my breathing, with my mind working. And so when I go to bed and when I wake up, I know who I am, what I'm worth, what are my values, what are my principles. And those can change over time. And I'm sure you are the same. We're not different. Deep inside, you know your values, you know your principles, you know who you are. So I really want you to listen to yourself. It's something that's very hard to do because we're so busy with scrolling on the phone, with listening and to other people, and very occupied with what are they going to say and how are they going to think of me, and how do I make everyone happy again, or make myself look good. We all have to show and pretend like the world is perfect, especially with social media today. And everyone's just bling bling, and we see all the rich people with their cool cars and all that good stuff. And good for them, of course. Why not? Enjoy. But it's not the reality, The reality is life is tough. And it gets tougher. And I think what we need to do is just get more tools. Don't wish that it will be easier. Wish that you get better. Wish that you have more skill. That line came from Jim Rohn, and I highly recommend you listen to Jim Rohn. Great motivational self-development speaker. So yeah, that's about that. And I'm very excited for the next future, the months to come. We have a lot of things going on and very exciting things. But with that, comes a lot of fear. Anytime there's change, comes fear. And anytime there's something new happening, the equilibrium is changing. It's not the same. And so when that happens, you just have to kind of breathe into it. And everyone likes to, I talk about it before, but everyone likes their comfort zone. But your comfort zone is your danger zone. And right now, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and it's not easy for me at all. It's not easy. And I'm scared. I'm afraid. I don't know what's coming exactly. But I know what's important for me, who is important for me. And I know that at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. Believe it or not, everything happens for a reason. I'm not going to get into politics, but yesterday something terrible happened. A guy named Charlie Kirk was assassinated in Utah while he was speaking in a university. And I want to tell you that when I saw that, I started crying. I did. And it was a very sad moment, I think, for me personally, and for a lot of other people. For some people, it was a happy moment, and that's what I think I was crying about. Because when someone loses their life, just because they say what they believe in, it's terrible. It's very sad. And he had two young girls and a wife. He was 31. And he was outspoken. He went out there and spoke his mind and got shot. And with today's news, you don't even watch these things on CNN anymore. You don't even watch these things on, I don't know, all the local news. You just open Twitter, X, and you actually see the actual shot. You see the guy actually just, boom, getting shot in his neck and all the blood going out, and he falls back and just done. Terrible, terrible. And I came from a place that had a lot of conflict. I'm originally from Israel. And we saw a lot of conflict. Growing up, I saw a lot of conflict. So to tell you it's just like post-trauma, I guess. Post-trauma. PTSD. Gave me some PTSD for sure. And, I often wonder, what kind of world are we living in right now? And how is this world going to be for my kids, for myself? Just really sad, really sad. And just wanted to kind of share that. AI. Oh, let's talk about AI. Wow. AI is changing the world. AI is changing the world. It's changing me as a person, and it's maybe not as a person, but the way I do business on a day-to-day basis, it's definitely changing a lot. And I want to give you some tools, things that I do right now. And I highly recommend you start using AI as well. I think AI is going to keep getting better and better and give us way more power to do things in so much less time. So, for instance, first of all, I'm sure all of you use ChatGPT or Grok or your favorite AI. There's plenty of them. One thing I like to do is I like to record my meetings. I record it. I'm gonna be technical here, just kind of show you how it's done. So I take my phone, I put the voice memo on, I start recording it, I record my meeting. I always tell the person that I'm with that I'm recording, just because I feel like that's the right way. I don't think you have to, I'm not using it for anything, so it doesn't matter exactly, if you tell them or not. But maybe sometimes I forget to tell them. But I record the meeting, and then I go to, those three dots, and you press view or copy transcript. You do copy transcript. So it copies the whole meeting, everything. It transcribes the meeting, copies it. Then I paste it into ChatGPT, and I ask it to analyze it, and I ask it to give me a summary. And that's what it does. And so back in the day, you'd have your meeting, you'd write all the different points, and then you'd go and sit and write an email. And when you're doing important meetings and there's a lot of information, it can take some time to put that all together. And now you can do it in seconds. And so that's something I do a lot for sure. Another thing I do, more on the personal side of things, my kids, they're very curious. I have 4 boys. I'm blessed with 4 beautiful boys that I love so much and keep me really going every day. And they ask me a lot of questions. And they're all very young and close in age, so they kind of like just all the time questions. At some point, I'm tired and I spoke a lot already that day. I'm like, give me a second. I call her Foxy. I put the ChatGPT, I gave her a name, we call her Foxy. And they already know, let's ask Foxy. And so I say, okay, let's ask Foxy. I bring up Foxy and I just let them talk with Foxy. And that's a great tool for me as a parent to kind of step back for a moment if I'm tired instead of, I always want to give them an answer and a good answer. And it's a great tool for me to use on my day-to-day with my kids when I'm tired and when I spoke enough. And in general, with kids, let me tell you, just in general, 10 words or less. I think in life in general, 10 words or less. When you speak to someone, someone asks you a question, when you want to share something, use 10 words or less. Granted, today we're using a lot more than 10 words, but as a rule of thumb, if you can kind of think about that, that'd be very good. And so 10 words or less, I think, is a motto that I am adopting. And that's that. AI is changing the world, no doubt, in many different ways and directions. I've been studying and listening to podcasts. I just bought a couple of books about AI, and I'm going to deep dive into them. And the world is going to be very different in 5, 10 years. It's not going to be close to what we know and what we see now. It's a big revolution. And it's very important that we all engage in it and really give an open heart and open mind to it. Again, it goes back to change. The world is changing, and when change happens, we like to maybe step back and maybe not engage in the change. So this is not going to be the situation that you want to be in. You don't want to stay back and not engage. You want to engage because you want to be part of it. You don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be out of it because it's going to be the new thing. And so either you're going to be an early adopter or a late adopter. It's your choice. So buy books, listen to podcasts, engage, try it. I have a friend that I saw a video that he posted. He was able to sell an item in his house as a water filtration system. And he used an AI agent to sell it. He took a few pictures of the water filtration system and uploaded it to ChatGPT. He used agent mode and told ChatGPT to advertise it and sell it. And basically ChatGPT did everything. I'm very curious about how it did it, and I'd really be interested I haven't tried it yet, but I think that's definitely something I'm going to be doing. But AI agents are the future. AI agents are basically bots that can produce certain repetitive work for you on a consistent basis, like advertising, like talking to people when they contact us. One of the things we're going to start implementing very soon in our business is a AI chatbot basically. So we're in the rental business, so we get a lot of phone calls, and mostly texts, to be honest. Most people today text. So instead of us having to reply back to the text message, we'll have an AI bot start replying, gathering all the information that we need, and spitting out some sort of a report or some sort of an action with that information. So we're very excited about that. There's robots that are connected with AI. They work together. And robotics is also very, very cool. And I think that's the future also. AI and robotics together. You guys don't even know what's coming. You don't know what's coming. I don't think I know what's coming. No one knows what's coming. It's very, very interesting.